What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your girl, your diva knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the chat room. Good to see you. To my salon shop chat partner, Kels. What's up? Good morning. What's up, Kiki's? What's up, everybody who's tuning into my live chat? I understand if you're driving, you may cannot chat, you may cannot interact. So just do your best to listen out, because today's topic this morning, I'm telling y'all, it's going to take more than coffee to get through this moment. When I tell you, you side chicks, y'all have really bent all the rules to the game of being a side chick. There needs to be some rules to the side chick thing. It definitely needs to be some rules, because these side chicks today, they have no filter. They have no remorse. They have no shame. I mean, back in the days, women who messed around with other women's husbands, they would be totally embarrassed, totally shamed. It would be considered a disgrace to even get involved with a married man, to even have a child from a married man. Things of that nature would be considered a disgrace. Thank you, Kiki's. I appreciate it. It would be considered a disgrace. But in today's generation, side chicks now are getting way too much recognition. Way too much recognition. Okay. So if y'all have not heard, y'all, like I said, I'm not one of those bloggers. I don't do a lot of celebrity gossip. But most of the time when I do go in on a celebrity, it's to teach a life lesson, because, you know, my channel is basically about sharing wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. That's what I do. We have enough of content creators that already do that. So I try not to go in that lane. But in this particular situation, I have to address it, because there's too many side chicks that are, you know, not staying within their boundaries. And of course, it is because of these married men, the reason why these side chicks are so out of pocket. All right. So if y'all have not heard, your girl Wendy Williams, it's been all over social media the last couple of weeks, you know, about her being a sobriety living center in sobriety living, because she's been drinking and been going through all these addiction issues. And then we've seen a couple of months ago, I don't know if y'all remember that episode when she passed out on stage. So I knew right at that moment, way before all of this even came out, with her going to get going, enrolling to a sobriety, like an Alcohol Anonymous program. I already kind of felt like um there was an issue anyhow, even before all of that had started. I already was kind of sensing like there was an issue within her marriage, because her husband has been out there. What's up, V-Dub? Her husband has been out there for quite some time with this side chick, so I already kind of knew something else was up, and she was trying to blame it on her illness. She was trying to blame it on her sickness and all this and that. And, a lot of it has to do with the fact that her husband is out there stepping out on her. And then on top of that, he's being so open and so disrespectful. I'm like, if you're going to mess around, if you're going to do your dirt, at least be discreet about it. Don't be so public with your dirt to the point to where you're embarrassing the hell out your wife, or you're embarrassing the hell out your husband. At least, have some type of stipulations, even though you shouldn't be cheating at all. But the truth of the matter is, people are not going to always respect their vows. So it is what it is. But however, now what's going on, if y'all have not heard the latest, the side chick has had her baby. I believe this chick's name is I don't know her damn name. She got a strange name. But what's going on now is she just gave birth to a baby girl. Now, it could be that it may not be his child, but most likely it is, because he's been dealing with this chick for a long time. As you can see here in this picture that I have, displayed before y'all, you can see how comfortable she's been with banging Wendy's husband, to the point she's taking selfies. Yeah, Sarhina or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna find out what it is. But I'm gonna just call her as an appetizer, because I don't respect her to call her by her name. I'm gonna call her appetizer, okay? So this appetizer, the small side of fries, this small side of fries got the audacity. As you can see, she's posting selfies, okay, letting you know, yes, I am banging your husband. And what you gonna do? Yeah, you see, I'm banging your husband. I got him right here on the side with me. We chilling. We laid out on the beach. He paying for my margaritas with your money. He's paying for my cocktails with your money. He's paying for my bikini with your money. He's paying for my hair with your money. He's paying to get my nails done with your money, Wendy. Because let's be honest, the majority of the money he's getting is through his wife. He's the manager of all her estates, which is a very, very dangerous thing, if you ask me. And the worst thing is, a woman could put herself in a position of having a man control all her assets. It's one thing if the man that's controlling your assets is loving and he's a caring husband and he's going to do right by you. But the worst thing a woman can do is put herself in a position where she has a controlling, disrespectful husband over all of her assets. Now that's when you put yourself in a really bad predicament. Yeah, her name is Sharina. So you were right, Kiki. Her name is Sharina, but I'ma call her appetizer. Because like I said, on this channel over here, we don't respect side chicks. Okay, so you get no respect over here at my channel. I don't call side chicks by their first name. That's how I operate over here. But in all honesty, no, all jokes aside, as you can see, it's also been put out there, Wendy Williams, when everything first came out, if y'all didn't catch her show, when she did her show, she made it very clear that she's going to be with her husband no matter despite the rumors. And she even had the audacity to arrogantly say, don't ask me about mine. Now, when she said that, I lost respect for her. I'm like, wait a minute, Wendy, hold up now. You are a celebrity gossip, gossip, whatever they call it. That's what you do for a living. You are paid to expose everybody else's dirty laundry. Everybody who knows Wendy Williams, she's been known to do that for years. She's been known to expose all of these celebrities for their drama, for their marital issues. That is her job. But now that the shoe is on the other foot, she does not want to address none of what's going on in her marriage. And then the thing about it is, I could have respected it if she would have nicely addressed it, instead of her saying, you know what, honestly, me and my husband, we all going through a rough time right now. We're having issues in our marriage, and I don't care to discuss my issues at this point, because I'm still trying to make a decision if I want to, be in my marriage, or if I want to leave my marriage. And I'm not sure what I want to do right now at this point. So I really don't care to go into the situation. But if I decide to make a decision, I will let y'all know sooner or later. I could have respected that, y'all, better than I could have respected. Don't ask me about me and mine. Bitch, is you serious? As much as you go around here gossiping and running your mouth about everybody, that's what I'm saying, Kiki's. That would have been her opportunity. What Wendy does not realize, do she know how many women out there is getting cheated on? Does she not understand how many women are having issues in their marriage right now? Does she not realize she could have used her situation to encourage other women? That's the part she's not understanding. She could have used her situation and said, you know what? What's up, Seven? Good morning. How you doing? Thank you for stopping in, Seven. She could have used her situation to her advantage. Do she not realize her fan base probably would have increased had she been more transparent about her marital issues? Had she said, you know what, honey, my husband been out there for quite some time. He been messing with this chick. I've been standing by him, thinking the longer I would stand by him, eventually he would get his act together. And now it got worse. Do she not realize selling her own story would actually boost her ratings? Because everybody already knows her damn business. I don't care how much she tries to hold it down and act like nothing is not going on. Everybody already knows. My thing is, if people out there know my story, I would rather be the one to tell it. You know what I mean? Versus somebody telling my story for me. I would rather be the one to say, yes, my husband is out there messing around, doing dumb shit, embarrassing me, embarrassing my brand and my business. But guess what? He gonna have to face his own karma versus you sitting up there defending him and gonna flush your ring. Yeah, we good over here. What? And you know what? I never did. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the reason why I don't have any female friends. This is one of the reasons, because every chick in here knows that one chick that's like Wendy Williams, that's going to try to hold her marriage down when her marriage is in turmoil. You know what I'm saying? How many women out there could co-sign and say they know of somebody like that, or they had a friend like that? We've all known that one female that's going to try to act like her shit don't stink. You get what I'm saying? It's going to always be one, and you can see everything that's going on in her marriage, and she's going to try to make it look straight. That's what I'm saying, Kiki. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. If Wendy Williams would just be a real woman and say, guess what? My husband is a whore. My husband done been around more than the goddamn Uber driver. Okay? My husband is, he's trifling. People, let me tell you something, y'all. If you put the truth out there, nobody can do nothing with truth. But let me tell you something. People can do everything with a goddamn lie. When you try to sit there and lie and cover, especially a person that disrespects you. And I got a problem when grown men and grown women, your husband, your wife out there done cheated on you, done embarrassed you, done conducted themselves very trifling in a marriage, and you got the audacity to defend them, and you trying to protect them. Do you not realize you look just as bad as your hoish husband or your hoish wife when you try to defend their hoish behavior? What's up, Phoenix? When you try to condone your husband or your wife hoish behavior, do you not realize you make yourself look just as bad? When you try to cover it and condone it, oh, don't worry about me and mines, we straight. 7 says, I be getting on guys who in denial about saying I want women, vice versa. Most women have a bag of cock on deck. And that's the truth, 7. You know, don't underestimate your opponent. Don't think because you got so much money or because you good in bed that your man or your woman won't step out on you. Because you can never underestimate a person's behavior. And it has nothing to do with they're not satisfied. We like to use that as an excuse. We like to use as an excuse where I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't being pleased. That's why I stepped out on my husband. That's why I stepped up on my wife, because I was not being pleased. I was not being satisfied. My husband was not fulfilling my needs. My wife was not fulfilling my needs. We have a bunch of damn excuses when it comes to cheating. But my thing is this. Do y'all notice? Let me ask y'all something in this chat room. Do y'all notice the people who will sit there and say, I wasn't satisfied with my husband, I wasn't satisfied with my wife? Do y'all realize they say that, but they never leave the husband and the wife? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one who sees that. Do y'all not realize how you complain that you're not being sexually fulfilled or emotionally fulfilled, but you don't have the balls or the courage to go and divorce the person you claim that's not satisfying you? Okay, I'm not pleasing you, but you going out there banging your appetizer, but you still coming home to me. Same thing with you women. Some of these women out here thinking they're not cheating on their husbands, because let's face it, we got some women out here who are cheaters as well. Cheating is not just a problem that men have. Women cheat as well. Okay, so we're not going to pin it on all these dudes, okay, because some of you females are just as trifling as the guys y'all complain about. You know what I mean? So cheating is not a man thing or a woman thing. It's a selfish thing. That's what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if you're so miserable, if he's not laying down that pipe good to you as a wife, or she's not adventurous enough to you married men out there, your wife is not adventurous enough to you. She's laying there stiff as a board. She won't let you hit it to the left, hit it to the right. She won't stand upside down and all of these other magic tricks on your magic stick you want her to do. But yet you feel entitled because you're not satisfied at home. You feel entitled to go out there and get you an appetizer. Note to married men and women. Note to anybody that's in a relationship. Just because you are in a space in your relationship where you are not happy with how things are going, that does not give your ass a pass to go out there and get an appetizer. I don't know who told y'all that, but for some strange reason, we are in a society where we feel if my husband is not pleasing me or my wife is not pleasing me, I am entitled to go out there and get me an appetizer. I don't know who told y'all that, and this is the reason why we have the problems that we have, because people want to have all kind of excuses when it comes to cheating. And the bottom line is, what's in a man shall come out. If you've always been a cheater, you're going to cheat anyway. You're going to look for any reason to cheat. You're going to look for any reason to step out and do whatever it is you're going to do, because the bottom line, it's already in you. Nobody can't make you do something. I don't care how angry they get you. What if somebody gets you so upset to the point, let me tell you something. This is how I know cheating this is how I know cheating is a lie. People try to act like they got no self-control over their feelings. People will come up with all kind of excuses and say, it's something that just happened. I was not pleased. I don't know what happened. One thing led to another. There's no such thing as one thing led to another. First of all, the way cheating starts off is if you're entertaining somebody too long. That's usually how it starts off. Cheating don't start off with just coochie and the vagina connecting together right away. It don't start off like that. It starts off by doing secret things in secret places. And what I mean by that is you having conversations with a significant other that you know you shouldn't be having. My thing is, if you got to hide that person, that already is a big sign you doing something you got no business doing. If your wife cannot go with you when you go to meet this woman, you up to something. Okay? If your husband cannot go with you to go meet this man, you got some agenda there. Okay? Why you want to be by yourself? Because in your own mind, you want something to happen, but you're trying to manipulate yourself into thinking, no, it's just the dinner. No, we're just having coffee. No, we just hanging out. But you try to manipulate yourself, but you know deep down inside your true intentions. You might find yourself attracted to that man. You might find yourself attracted to that woman. It's very dangerous for you to be put yourself in a situation where you are alone with somebody you are attracted to. Okay, because that's how affairs start off. It starts off by conversation. It starts off by having a drink over coffee. Okay. It starts off as y'all meeting and seeing each other all the time. Okay. And it's just only you and that one other person. Next thing you notice, you'll go from having a cup of coffee and further on down the line, you find yourself in the freaking Motel 6 with this person, and next thing you notice, something happens. Do not play with temptation. Do not invite temptation into your house, into your marriage, into your heart, and into your spirit, because when you do, things like this happens. Now, as y'all can see in this photo, the new thing is now Wendy Williams is not wearing her ring. Now, she was wearing it here, but they said as of yesterday, it is not on this finger, that it has been removed. It's not on her finger. I'm trying to find a photo where it's not on her finger. She just removed it, y'all. It's not there. After it came out, this chick gave birth to their baby. I mean to the child. I can't find a photo, but basically she took the ring off her finger. So I guess reality has set in. That okay, this really is what's going on. My husband really, he really did this to me. I think reality is slowly but surely registering in, and as you can see, and you already pointed it out, Kiki, she looks worn out. You can tell she looks defeated. And this is what happens, as women, when you put so much of yourself into the wrong man. And this is what happens with men as well. As a man, when you put so much of yourself into the wrong woman, they will make you look old before your time. All right, Kiki and Kels, don't be talking about no damn bed bugs now, because I don't want them crawling through the damn screen and coming in my house. Oh no, honey, I ain't doing no bed bugs. But this is what happens. This is what happens when, and I see a lot of women who do this. I don't and I don't know if other women have experienced this, but I've known women personally who worship the ground their husbands walk on. I mean, literally. I know some women who worship their husbands like their husbands is Jesus themselves. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with loving your wife and loving your husband. I think it's a wonderful thing. And you're supposed to love your husband. You're supposed to love your wife. But I think some people take love and worship to a totally different level. I know some men and women who worship their wives and their husbands. And the thing about it is, ladies and gentlemen, you should never place your husband, you should never place your wife on a pedestal. Never place them on a pedestal. They should mean everything to you, but don't make them everything to you. Exactly, Kels. Never put men before the Most High. When you make your wife, you make your husband bigger than God Himself. As Joyce Meyer would say, the very thing you worship will be the very thing that will end up destroying you. And that's the God's honest truth. I have seen women who bragged on their husbands so much to the point you can't even invite them out for lunch because they're always talking about what their husband bought. what their husband did, what their husband, you can't even be around them. I don't like women like that. I'm a married woman and I don't brag about my husband all the time. Because it's been times where he has disappointed me. He has let me down when it comes to certain things, and I love him to death. But I'm not going to sit up here and praise him like he could never hurt me, like he could never disrespect me. When you put yourself up there on a pedestal like that and men pull these kind of stunts, you end up embarrassed. You end up humiliated. You know what I mean? It's not wrong with loving your husband, ladies, but don't be sitting up there bragging like your man is the best thing since sliced bread. Because when them niggas turn around and disappoint you, girl, Kiki, I can't stand it. I can't stand my husband, my husband, my husband. That irks my spirit. That's why I don't have no female friends. I can't stand that. I don't want to hear about your husband every day, all day long, what he bought for you, what he did for you. And you got some men that are like that. You got some men, they brag about their wives 24/7. I'm like, dude, your wife don't even cook, clean. She don't even take care of your children. And you up here, or whatever, I guess. What's up, Samuel? Appreciate you. Seven says, fellas, don't put women over the father who says, don't give your all to the woman for she destroys kings. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We having some church up in here. That's what I'm saying. Do not make no one bigger than the God that you serve. And what I see, I feel sorry for Wendy Williams because she placed this man on a pedestal. She made him everything. And look what he did to her. She up here, she bragged on her husband Kevin for years. Kevin this, Kevin that. Exactly, Sam, because ain't nobody perfect. Stop bragging on your husband. Stop bragging on your wife. Because as soon as you brag on them jokers, they turn around and embarrass you. Okay? Because people are human. People are human beings, and human beings are known to slip up and make mistakes. Human beings will make bad choices. Yeah, he wanted some young. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. And let me tell y'all, Wendy Williams has went through drastic changes to try to please her husband. She done had all this surgery. She done had all this Botox, and her body looks terrible. All that surgery she done did. She can't tell me when her husband lay her in the bed, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I know he's not attracted to her. When she lays in the bed and her wrinkles and her, her funny shaped body, he's turned off by her. He's turned off. And see, sometimes as women, when you don't accept your aging gracefully, you will try to go through all of these changes. What's up, Hershey Kiss? Good to see you, love. If you're a woman, this is what happens. Let me tell y'all something. I did a video on this the other day about Tiana and Tiny. This is what happens when a woman has been cheated on repeatedly. She thinks that if she changes her physical appearance, that it's going to make her husband or her man love her more. Yes, Sam, she looks terrible. You know why? Because she's miserable in that marriage. That's what's making her look terrible. Now, granted, all couples at some point have gone through ups and downs. I've known couples who've experienced adultery and they survived it. They matured, they growed up, they learned their lesson, they got a wonderful marriage. Sometimes the worst situations bring out the best in these marriages. So some marriages could survive it. I believe the majority of 10 households, 9 out of 10 households have experienced some type of cheating. Whether if it was emotional, physical, cheating is cheating. Okay. So I think the majority of couples have experienced that. Okay. But my thing is, when it gets to this point, what's up, Shar? When it gets to this point to where he's so public with it to the point this chick felt confident enough to post a selfie with him sitting beside her, that shows you how much he don't respect his wife. Because the truth of the matter is, he, as the man, he could have placed some boundaries and stipulations on there. If you're going to mess around, and evidently Winnie don't have a problem with it, if that's what you're going to do, at least you and your appetizer could have some type of respect and do it behind closed doors. This, and for him to be out front, y'all, that just goes to show y'all how much disrespect he has for his wife. Because any real man, and if you're a man, you shouldn't be cheating any damn way. Let me start off by saying that. But if a man is going to cheat, one thing about it, a man is not going to display his side chick. That is called side chick for a reason. You're all supposed to be to the side, okay? Where nobody can see you. Anytime a man starts bringing his side chick to the front, he's posting pictures of her. This chick got so comfortable to where she's posting pictures of your husband or her Instagram or her Facebook. That already let you know the lack of respect. That's just how much lack of respect he has for her. And see, evidently, he wants to be with the side chick, because if this was somebody he was just banging, he wouldn't have took it this far and got her pregnant twice. This is the second time he impregnated her. So the first pregnancy was enough warning for him to hurry up and dismiss that appetizer before he got caught up again. Well, evidently, he ain't mind getting caught up because he went back. Yeah, I heard about that, Seven. I've heard that a lot of women complain more. But young women knows how to make that excitement boom. I said last night my stream, one young women my age bracket was quickest because they know young women knows how to make the excitement booming. Exactly. But see, this is the thing about side chicks. This is what all of you men out here have to understand. Even if your side chick is young and she could ride you like a stallion and make you feel like the king of the jungle in the bedroom, let me tell y'all something, because this is the other part that a lot of you men like to block out of your mind. Very true. Young women are more adventurous. Young women are very exciting. How man cheat because it's up front. Most women will say you cheat even though he tells it like it is. Oh yeah, I agree with that. So other point I want to make. This is the other catch. When you have a side chick and she's young, and again she's adventurous, she's spontaneous, she's letting you hit it any way you want to hit it, she's letting you get it as much as you want to get it, she's not complaining, unlike the older woman who complains because she's trying to handle business and things she's trying to do, she's trying to maintain the household or whatever the case is. The other problem which men y'all are not understanding is it's easy for a side chick to please you because they're only dealing with you for a certain period of time. This young broad or whoever it is you banging outside of your marriage here and there, the reason why they can give you the time of your life is because they are only dealing with you in small segments. I could ride you like a stallion. I could do all kind of magic tricks in the bedroom if I only have to deal with you for 30 minutes, one day out the week. If I only deal with you every other weekend, of course, I can give you the time of your life for 1 hour because I'm not investing anything else into you. I'm not investing my heart. I'm not investing my time. I'm not investing anything. And that's the trick to having a side chick. Of course, they are going to be more adventurous because you're not dealing with them like that. Now, if you were to deal with them and y'all live in, move in together, y'all have children together, you will eventually get tired of your side chick, just like you may get tired of your wife, because the excitement wears off. Anybody could be excited as long as we are banging each other once in a blue moon. If I'm only seeing you every other weekend, I'm only you come to my house 2 in the morning for about an hour. Of course, we can have a wonderful banging session because I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to take care of your kids. I don't have to cook for you. I don't have to handle your business for you. All I got to do is drop my panties and make you feel like a king for 1 hour. Then you go your way and I go mine. And boom, there it is. Seven says, men are allowed to have concubines and a wife if he can provide services. I'd rather a man have multiple women than being in a rage against women, yet ladies want control of the man. Well, my thing is, if there's women that are acceptable to that, and I know plenty of women who don't mind being a sister wives, who don't mind polygamy, I can respect that. I can respect polygamy better than I can respect a man who's married to one woman and he's going outside of his marriage and he's banging out other appetizers. I can respect that. I have nothing against polygamy. My problem is when a married man is lying and making his wife believe that he only loves her and he wants to be with her, but every once in a while he can go out there and dip in little, dip in some unethical activities here and there. So I don't mind polygamy. I just don't like a cheater and I don't like a liar. That's my problem. But if she knows up front, and the thing about it is, these side chicks, they already be knowing these men are married up front. And the thing is, a lot of us want to be upset with side chicks, and we all have a problem with side chicks. And I have a problem with side chicks too. But this is the thing that a lot of people have to realize. The reason why these side chicks are so out of pocket is because these husbands are the ones that are out of pocket. See how he's sitting right there in her picture, knowing she's taking a selfie of him and he's married. And look at him, he's smiling. He's not even bothered. He is just that cool, calm, and collective. He ain't bothered. He's not affected by how his wife feels. He's chilling with his shirt off. I know they don't have some margaritas and some drinks off of Wendy's money. I know he been swiping Wendy's black card, paying for their margaritas. He probably paid for those shades that's on her face. He probably paid for them shades off of Wendy's money. And this is why she looks so worn out and so beat down. I'm telling y'all, dude has drained Wendy emotionally. And the longer she stays in this mess, she's going to slowly kill herself, y'all. She's dying right before our eyes. And I'm not saying that to be funny. And I'm not saying that to wish her any bad luck. But what I see, Kels, Seven, and Phoenix, and Kiki, for all the rest of y'all in here, and Shar, I see a broken woman. She's totally broken to the point she don't even know what to do with herself anymore. Because y'all got to think about it. She's been with this man over 20 something years. And I know y'all are saying, get out. She need to leave. She need to leave. She need to leave. She's stupid. She need to leave. I'm a married woman. I'm telling y'all from experience. I've been with my husband since March 11th, 19 years. Been married for 16. I've been with my husband 19 years. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It is not easy walking out your marriage. Don't let people sit up here and run that bull to you about leave your husband, leave your wife. It's hard when your heart has been tied to somebody for so long, especially when you're a relationship person. Now, if you're the type of person you go from man to man to man, from woman to woman to woman, then you don't have a problem leaving a relationship and jumping into another one. But people like myself, that's very relationship, that's very that desires relationships. It takes us an even harder time to walk away from a situation. But probably with this may be the straw that breaks the camel's back, I think, because she may even find a way to live with it after this. Because she's not wearing her ring anymore, y'all. He not happy with her no more. Exactly, Samuel. And you know what? That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes your husband or your wife, they'll never leave you. They will never go anywhere. Instead, they'll just stay with your ass and make you miserable. You got some of them, they will never divorce you. They will stay with you and you just gonna be miserable. And they'll do what he do. Okay, my wife ain't leaving. I'ma just do what I'ma do while I'm married to her. That's all. So sometimes if that person does not have the strength to walk away from you, you got to have the strength to walk away from them, because some people don't mind making you miserable. Some people don't mind it. Seven, she not trying to be alone. Like I say, most women are saying, I can do by myself. BS, she ain't a catch no more. Yeah, Seven, that's the painful truth. But you're right. She's up in her age and she's put so much time and energy into him, that it's going to be kind of hard for her to start all over. I hate to say that, because Seven, you're right. That's unfortunate. She's not the hottest topic. That's a good one. She is not a hot topic. Unfortunately, ain't no dudes that's going to be checking for her like that. At this point, the only thing she can do is just be by herself and enjoy her life alone and continue to do her shows. And that's all she could. If she wants to keep any more of her sanity, y'all, that's about the only thing she can do. Because I doubt very seriously she gonna start all over anyway, because she done been with him too long. She's not about to start all over. And I really don't know what type of man will be attracted to her. I don't know, maybe an older white guy. She could probably get an older white elderly guy. Maybe a man. She could probably get an older white man, maybe in his 60s or 70s. She might could get her like a dog, like a Robert De Niro. Seven. Maybe she could get her Robert De Niro. You think she could get her Robert De Niro? Maybe an older white man. I don't think she can get an older black man. I think she can get an older white man. You know, I think but I don't think she's gonna want that though. You know, um, yeah, it's just very sad, y'all. Like I said, she went ahead and she removed her ring. I don't know how true it is, but they saying the side chick is married, expecting, and she not expecting. I apologize. She has given birth to a little girl. So only thing I can say at this point is the ball is going to roll down here from here. Okay, because if he has gotten that bold and that child belongs to him, what's going to happen is he's going to want that child to be a part of his life. That side appetizer, that side baby going to be coming to Wendy's house. That side baby going to be brought to Wendy's shows. That I doubt very seriously if he has no problem putting this appetizer out front and he has had a child from her, he's going to want this child to be a part of their life. And the question is Wendy going to be able to handle that? You know, because I know it's rough for her that she's only had that one son from him and she hasn't had any more children. And from rumor has it that he always wanted more children. He's always wanted more children. So, I mean, he got what he wanted, but my thing is, what about her? She's the one that's on the losing end. She can't do that. She just attached to his soul, and he got her soul. Mocha, do you know men get soul ties while having sex? My beepers very well. Yeah, seven. Unfortunately, you're right. Once again, she done been joining him so long. She's gonna be lost without him. You know what? I strongly believe, y'all. I believe that's what happened with our girl Whitney Houston. I believe the same thing happened with, I feel like to this day, I could be wrong as all outdoors, but I really feel like Whitney Houston never got past her and Bobby. I don't think she ever got past Bobby, losing Bobby. And I think that was part of the reason Whitney Houston resorted back to drug usage, because she had put a lot of energy and years into Bobby. And when that marriage fell apart, I really don't think Wendy has ever been able to be herself, because what people have to realize, marriage is a spiritual union. And once you and a person divorce, like Seven said, it's those soul ties that are going to always keep y'all attached. Yeah, let me see. She probably have to pay alimony. Of course, you know that, Hershey. You know he gonna take her straight to the cleaners. Absolutely. Well, yeah, that's one of the main reasons. Cause but you know what? At this point, y'all, she could use his adultery to her advantage. She could state that my husband had a child on me. The proof is in the pudding, and he could practically, if he do get something, it's not gonna get much because she's gonna have proof. Girl, now Kiki, now you just brought up a very significant point. That's what's going on with B. Smith. B. Smith has Alzheimer's, y'all. B. Smith, all right, Seven, I understand. I know you're a busy man and you always make moves, so I'll holler at you later. Thank you for coming in and stopping by to support me. I appreciate you. Yeah, B. Smith, that's what happened with her. She has Alzheimer's, and her husband moved in his mistress, and he had the audacity to say, him and her already discussed it. Hell, we don't know that. Unless you got that in writing, unless you could record, unless you got that on video that she said it, I'm not buying that mess. Yep, B. Smith, her husband did it to her. It happens a lot, y'all. It happens a lot. Where is that? All the good lives come on when I'm it's always like that poetic. I wasn't even planning on doing a live this morning, but when I heard Wendy Williams took her ring off, I said, oh shit. I mean, the grits done hit the fan. I had to say something on this, but I'm gonna leave it up for anybody who misses it. Yeah, I heard she kissed Mary J. Blige. No, Mary J. Blige saw the smoke and she jumped ship. Okay, she saw the smoke. So sometimes some women are smart enough to see the smoke and they hurry up and jump ship. And then you have women like Wendy Williams who done seen the smoke 1,000 times and never left, and now has escalated into this point. And that's why I'm saying these side chicks today, they're bold, y'all. They are bold. And I really cannot blame the side chicks 100%. It's these married men. When you grant these appetizers the privilege to come in your marriage, they feel like they can disrespect you, disrespect your wife, that because you have opened that door. Because the way a side chick looks at it, if you were so happy with your wife, then you wouldn't have been messing with me. And don't give them a baby. Oh Lord. If you give a side chick a baby, she's really going to feel entitled. She's really going to feel like you owe her something because she had a child from you. So you open a can of worms when you put yourself in these type of situations, because sooner or later these side chicks are going to start having main chick demands. They're going to want you to always come around. They're going to want you to always be there for them. You have to be careful, because once you open that door, you cannot close it. And it's as simple as that. Man, I don't want to do her husband cheated. Yeah, she still had to pay. She still had to pay, because another thing is what these women make. Let me tell you what Mary J. Blige and Wendy Williams, let me tell you what the both of them got in common where they messed up. When you make your controlling husband your manager, that is where they faltered. Ironically, Wendy and Mary J. Blige, they had the same situation, because just like Kevin helped Wendy get off of drugs, and he helped her to clean up her act, and that's how she became a successful woman as she is. He was there and he made her go to rehab and get herself together. Same thing. Kendu did the same thing with Mary J. Blige. When Mary J. Blige was at her lowest point, even though she was doing successful with her career, she was resorting back to alcohol and recreational drugs. I don't know if she was doing cocaine or anything like that, but I know she was resorting back to unhealthy habits. Kendall stepped into her life and helped her to clean up her act. And this is what happens. Men that are very controlling, they know how to target women that are at their lowest point. They could smell like a pit bull a woman who's at her all-time low, and they know how to go in and target these type of females and help them clean themselves up, because now that gives them a sense of entitlement. Like, I came into your life and helped you when you was down, so now you owe me. Now, even if I want to divorce you or cheat on you, you're supposed to deal with it, because I was there for you when nobody else was. And that's what happened with Wendy and Mary J. Blige. Wendy Williams and Mary J. Blige, they both went through the same exact thing. They had men who played on their emotional, their emotional turmoils, and they used it to their advantage. And they did. Anthony to be healthy or to keep you the money. Absolutely. It's an investment. It's an investment. It's definitely it's an investment. When you know somebody is worth a lot of money and you see they are struggling, and you know if you help them to clean their act up, you're going to be able to benefit from it. Who wouldn't? And that's exactly what they did. And it has come back to backfire. But I'm going to tell y'all this much. Even though people giving Wendy a lot of heat right now and they dragging her through the mud, and the only reason people are doing that is because Wendy has always been known to air everybody else's dirty laundry in their marriage. So of course the world is going to give her a lot of heat. But this is one thing I will say before I get ready to shut things down, is that karma is a bitch. If Kevin Hunter and his mistress, Saharia, whatever the appetizer name is, if they think they're going to get away with this, the devil is a lie. It may be a year from now, it may be 4 years from now, it may be 7 years from now. Karma is definitely going to serve them. That's without a fact, okay? Because, like Lovely T said, because I was watching her this morning, you know, you can't build a relationship off of a shady foundation and expect God to bless it. God is not going to bless no. God don't bless no mess. If this appetizer think for a second, God is going to allow her to get away with infiltrating this woman's marriage. And not only that, you're boastful, you're proud of it, you're celebrating it. I'm telling you, the same way she's boasting publicly, she's going to be humiliated publicly. The same way she putting it out there is going to get put out there on her. She just opened herself a new door to karma, because you don't infiltrate somebody's marriage. I don't care if her husband is okay with you doing so. Just because you're dealing with a married man and they're okay with you dealing with them, and you still decide to entertain a married man, you open yourself to a curse. You bring a curse upon yourself when you mess with somebody else's husband, when you mess with somebody else's wife. And not only that, your child will become the product of an affair, and your child becomes what's the word, it's a basically your child is a bastard child. And I know a lot of people are going to get offended by it, but your child becomes a bastard child because that child was produced through an affair. That child was not produced out of a marriage. That child was not produced out of love. That child was produced out of love. So do you not understand? You not only did you bring a curse upon yourself as a woman messing with a married man, you also brought your curse on your baby, you know, who's innocent to the situation. You brought a curse to him as well. Because if we want to get spiritually biblical, let's go back to Abraham and Sarah. When Sarah could not produce a child, and she asked Abraham to go and make a baby with her mistress, with her maid, what's her name? The maid named Hagar and Abraham got together and produced a son by the name of Ishmael. Okay. And what happened was, even though Sarah was wrong for telling Abraham to produce a child with her maid Hagar, because she was impatient, she was getting losing her patience because Sarah couldn't produce a child from Abraham. And Sarah tried to take matters into her own hands by giving her husband permission to go and sleep with the maid, because she just meant, I want to give my husband a child. And since I can't give my husband a child, I'm going to allow my maid to conceive. And that's what she did, which was the dumbest thing she could have did, but that's what Sarah did. So sure enough, Abraham and Hagar, they produced Ishmael. And what started happening was Hagar started smelling herself, because that child Ishmael was created a bond between Hagar and Abraham, and Sarah felt some type of way, and Sarah got jealous about that, you know. So sure enough, Sarah ended up being able to produce, and that's when she produced Isaac, which was the son that Abraham and Sarah had. Now keep in mind, if you read the scripture on the Sarah and Abraham story, when Hagar produced the side baby Ishmael, I noticed throughout there, when Hagar started kind of disrespecting, she started disrespecting Sarah by it was an incident, I think, where Isaac and Ishmael was playing together, and Hagar made fun of Abraham and Sarah's son. So that's when Sarah got pissed off and said, oh, okay, so you're going to make fun of my son and you're trying to use your son that you had through my husband to do it. No, I want her out of here. So Sarah went to Abraham, and Sarah says, get rid of that slave woman. That's what the scripture said. Sarah told Abraham, get rid of that slave woman. She's making a mockery out of our son that we had together. So of course, Abraham is stuck between a rock and a hard place, because he produced a son. He produced his first child with his mistress, but now he has a son from his wife Sarah, and his wife Sarah is feeling disrespected by the mistress Hagar, for how she's handling her. So Abraham doesn't know what to do. So Abraham went to God and said, God, I don't know what to do. And that's when God told him, whatever that wife says, that is what you have to do. So he had to get rid of his side baby, because Sarah did not want that child. And he had to respect that, and he had to honor that. But God was still merciful and said, I'm going to still take care of your son, and I'm going to still take care of your son's mother, except being that that Ishmael was conceived out of the will of God. What ended up happening was all of Ishmael's descendants ended up getting cursed. He became the ruler of many nations, but the problem was most of those nations that he was ruling got cursed by the seed that was planted, because through the eyes of God, Ishmael did not belong here, because Ishmael was not produced through a marriage. And as much as you side chicks think God is pleased with y'all producing these babies outside of marriage, especially when you're producing a child through a married man. If y'all think God is pleased with you, you are sadly mistaken. And I know a lot of people say a child is a blessing, a baby is a blessing. If that baby comes here with no uh disabilities or whatever, then that itself is a blessing. But the way that child got here is going to be a curse. As a woman, if you lay down with a married man and you produce a child from that married man, you bring a curse upon your seed, because that child would never have the same advantages as he would have had you and the father been legally married and had a union together. If you produce a child from a man or a woman that's married, don't expect to be blessed, because God don't bless no mess. Y'all can change the scripture, y'all side chicks. Y'all can change the scripture. Y'all can lie to yourselves. Y'all can say, well, he got me pregnant, or, he said he was going to be there. Whatever lie this married man told you, the bottom line is, to all you side chicks out there, or to all you single women out here, do not produce children from somebody else's husband, because you bring a curse upon yourself. I don't care if he is the one disrespecting his marriage. You're not supposed to entertain him. Y'all can change the word how y'all want to change it. And I know some female out there that's going to be in their feelings. You cannot produce a child from a married man and you think God is going to reward you for it. That is not how it goes. And if you are a married woman who done got pregnant by another man outside your marriage other than your husband, you done brought a curse upon your child. It's as simple as that. And a lot of you side chicks wonder why you have to go file child support. You wonder why this man won't leave his wife. First of all, you never should have put yourself in a position to mess with him, even though he was dead wrong for coming at you, and God gonna make him pay for his karma too. But you as a woman, you sitting up there and you open your legs and you leave yourself open to somebody else's husband. You did not protect yourself, and the child gets produced out of it. Guess what? You're going to have to reap what the hell you sow. And if that same child you produce turns around and ends up, despite being angry with you about it or resenting you for it, then you have no one but to blame but yourself. Because at the end of the day, ladies, we are the ones who have control over our body. We decide who we let in. We decide how we protect our body. Because if that man who's laying with you, he may not care enough about himself to protect himself, but you should care about you enough to care about you. All of these excuses about, well, I met his family and this and that. If he did not leave that wife, he had no business messing with you, and you had no business entertaining this married ass dude. You had no business. We need to stop with all the excuses. We need to stop trying to rationalize. Well, he said he loved me. He said he wanted to be with me. And what happens is these side chicks, they find out the hard way when the baby gets here. They don't get all the attention they want. So this appetizer better be careful, because she better hope that Kevin, Wendy Williams' husband, don't flip mode and decide, oh, I'm going to just send you child support, but I don't want to be a part of this child's life, because he's been proven that he can't be trusted. If he walked out on his own wife, if he's cheating on his own wife, what the hell makes you think, what the hell makes this appetizer think he's not going to do her in and cheat on her? Women go through this all the time, and yet they never, ever, ever learn. You started dealing with a man because you dealt with a man knowing he was married, and now you think because you got him, he's not going to do it to you. No, it does not go that way. All of you side chicks who are producing these side babies, your child is going to be cheated out of having a type of father he or she truly deserves, because you put your hormones and you put your desperation first. When you sit up here and you play with the devil and you entertain an unethical behavior, this is what happens. And a lot of you side chicks who produce these side babies, a lot of y'all are paying the price for today, because that child would never really get all of the blessings that they are entitled to. Because if that man was already married and had a wife, guess what? She may not accept your child, and you can't get mad with her if she doesn't. You cannot get upset. And it's not in your place to say, well, if she won't leave her husband, then why she won't accept my child? If she's going to stay with her husband, she should accept my child. First of all, if a married woman decides to stay with her husband, even after knowing he had a child from you, guess what? That still don't mean she's obligated to dealing with you and your child. Because the truth of the matter is, she was there before you produced that child. So how is it for her to leave her situation when she was there before you conceived this child with him? So side chicks, you have no right to tell a married woman what she should or should not do, because you're not a wife. You don't belong to anyone. So side chicks do not need to be telling married women, especially the married men who they're messing with. They don't need to be having no opinion about what their wives should do or not do, because that woman was already married to that man before you took it upon yourself to get pregnant from him. Now, true indeed, he is wrong. And guess what? He's going to have to deal with that with his wife, because trust and believe, she's never going to let him live it down. That's going to be his karma, because his wife is not going to trust him the same. His wife is not going to see him the same. So trust and believe, he's not going to get away with it no more than you are. But the truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen, when we do things outside the will of God, you have no room to complain and whine about why your life is going in the direction that it's going. When you start off doing things shady and you start off doing things sloppy, this is what happens. When you have no respect for your wife, no respect for your husband, you don't protect your body, you don't protect your marriage, this is what happens. People end up getting pregnant and having children on the outside, and this is what happens. And these same women who's getting knocked up by married men, y'all want to complain. Well, he ain't never around. He don't never come to get him. What the hell did you think? This man already had a family. You think that woman is going to welcome your child with open arms and let that child come in your home? And that child is a symbol. That child is a product of the affair her husband had with you. She's not going to feel welcome. She's not going to welcome that child. And this is not to say it's the child's fault. It is not the child's fault. And what kills me with you side chicks, when you get pregnant by these married men, you have this sense of entitlement. You don't want to be ignored. You don't want your child to be ignored. But guess what? You ignored your own self by not protecting your body and entertaining the man who's been married. And I know some of y'all are going to thumb down this video, because side chicks with y'all side babies, y'all the main one that's quick to get offended, because nobody's not supposed to say anything bad about you or your side child. Nobody's not supposed to say anything. But the truth is, you put yourself in that situation and you allowed it. So, however the chips fall, once that child gets here, then woman up and deal with it. Don't be getting on these YouTube streets complaining and about how the father of your child don't have nothing to do with your child. You already knew he barely had anything to do with you. If he never left his wife for you and he kept lying to you and you decide to take that chance to get pregnant from him anyway, now that you done had the child and he's still with his wife, you want to get mad with the wife. How you mad with the wife? The wife was in the picture before you got pregnant from the married man. Who are you? This is the thing with the side chicks. Y'all anger is going in the wrong place. How y'all upset with the wives? You and him made that choice out of negligence and disrespect, and this is the price. Now there's a child here that's never going to have the real blessings that a child should have because the child was produced through lust and not love. It was not produced in a marriage, it was produced outside of a union that had already been established in the eyes of God. So I know I went in today, but I'm just tired of the side chick shenanigan, the side chick charades. Side chicks want to be acknowledged. Side chicks want to be respected. Side chicks want their children to be acknowledged and appreciated. When you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. So it is what it is. We have to learn how to take accountability and we have to learn how to be responsible for our actions. If you want your child to have the best of both worlds, make sure you get pregnant from a man who loves you and wants to marry you and have a future with you. Don't get pregnant from a man that's in a halfway in and halfway out relationship. He's telling you he don't want the woman, but then he's going back and forth between you and her. If you dumb enough to fall for that, then you deserve exactly what you get because all the signs are right there in your face. And the thing about it is, some of you women, y'all know better. Y'all be knowing, y'all taking a chance when you lay with these married men and you don't use no protection. But what it is, some of y'all try to be slick and y'all try to be sneaky. You think that as long as you get knocked up, he's going to leave his wife. You get knocked up, you're going to get this big child support. You get knocked up, he's going to love you and want to be with you, only to find out that he wants nothing to do with you, nothing to do with the child. And like I said, again, he's going to deal with his karma, but you damn sure going to deal with yours. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for coming in and hanging out with me this morning on my live chat. Only thing I'm going to say to end it with this, I hope Wendy Williams finds herself before it's too late. I hope she does not lose the little bit of sanity that she has left, because as a woman, all jokes aside, I can understand her pain. Had it been me, had it been any of us in that situation, we are, anybody as a human being would be distraught to have to go through that type of humiliation, especially publicly. So just everybody, just learn something from this situation. And to all you married men out there, stop giving these side chicks too much room to intrude in your marriages and disrespect your wives and disrespect your marriage. Because when you open the door to these type of chicks, these are the problems you have to be stuck with. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me and, giving me such positive vibes and positive energy in the chat room. And again, it's your girl, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth and I'm going to always break you off with a slice of knowledge. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day.